This All Saints and All Souls. I have in mind two saints I have learnt about in the last year. One is Therese of Lisieux. She lived in the late 1800s and is one of the few great saints we have photographs of. You can visit places in Lisieux where she lived, including the convent where she became a nun aged just 15. Lisieux is a place of pilgrimage, as people continue to be inspired by her accessible teaching about prayer and God. Her teaching became very popular after she died in 1897, aged only 24. Her writing is full of insights about living alongside other nuns and how she struggled with the irritations of community life. She tried to choose the way of patience and compassion. She recognised that the way of the great saints, the way of great sacrifice, was not meant for most of us. And she saw that in everyday stuff we can be saints and follow the way of Jesus, even in doing the laundry. So one of her well-known sayings is, "Remember that nothing is small in the eyes of God. Do all that you do with love." The second saint I've learnt about this year is my aunt Gillian. She died this summer in Colchester, where she had lived a long time. By lovely coincidence, she worshipped for many years at the Roman Catholic Church dedicated to Therese of Lisieux, where they have one of the black and white photographs of Therese. I had known my aunt all my life, but because of living in different places, I knew her only in certain ways. At her funeral, I learnt more. As a young woman, she had been a dedicated and excellent nurse in London. After marriage and becoming pregnant in the late 1960s, she had to stop nursing, so she directed her service and love into motherhood and marriage and family life. For my cousins and their children, she was a constant source of love and support and kindness and wisdom. She was part of her church's pastoral programme, which included serving the neighbourhood around the church. All of this inspired by her commitment to following Christ. The funeral mass in the church was a fitting and wonderful celebration of her life. Both Therese and Gillian lived their holiness in the ordinary stuff of life, in domestic activity and in compassion for other people. Whatever our vocation, whatever our work or way of life, God is present through the everyday stuff of our lives, waiting for us to notice.